General Hospital shocking power couples 2025. General Hospital spoilers reveal love is in the air as the new year starts, with many fan favorite couples poised to take center stage as the top power couples for 2025. The new year brings hope for many couples GH fans cannot help but root for. Continue reading to see which couples are poised to become the hottest couples in Port Charles this year. General Hospital. Elizabeth Weber and Lucky Spencer drawn together. General Hospital fans have waited for what seemed like an eternity for Lucky Spencer Jonathan Jackson to return to Port Charles. Now Lucky is once again in Elizabeth Weber's Rebecca Herbst orbit and fans cannot be happier. There's no love like your first love, and although these two haven't been romantically involved for years, the sparks are still there. Of course, Liz has her reservations. Lucky has a pattern of not sticking around for too long. Still, as Elizabeth fights to clear her name in two suspicious deaths under her watch at the hospital, it is Lucky who is her emotional rock. GH spoilers remind Lucky isn't the only previous love of Elizabeth's who is back in her life. Her ex-husband Rick Lansing Rick Hurst is also back in Port Charles. Acting as her lawyer, he too is also getting closer to Elizabeth. However, Lucky always will be Liz's first love, and that bond and long history seem to be winning Liz's heart and have GH fans cheering for their reunion. GH Michael's death rekindles Carly and Sonny's love. General Hospital fans watched in horror as Michael Corinthos Chad Duell fell victim to the fiery explosion at his father Sonny Corinthos Maurice Bernard penthouse. Of course, it's predictable that Carly Spencer Laura Wright and Sonny will be once again drawn together as the two mourn the loss of their son. Comfort likely will come in the form of grief sex. However, what also unites this powerful duo is that they're both hell-bent on making sure that Willow Tate Kate McMullen does not gain custody of the two young children their son shares with her. General Hospital, Valentine and Anna destined to be together? GH spoilers tease the return of the romance between Valentine Cassadine James Patrick Stewart and Anna Devane Finola Hughes. The romance quickly ended when Valentine fled Port Charles after Anna gave him a heads up that his past dealings with pikemen were about to catch up with him. It was an abrupt ending for a couple that has been in each other's life on and off for decades. Finally, when there was hope for these two long-term, the rug was pulled out from beneath them. Valentine is once again on the canvas and spoilers confirm he needs Anna's help. No doubt Anna will step in and help Valentine. After all, Anna feels guilty for shooting his daughter as well as turning him in. This couple has redemption written all over it. Anna desperately wants to make things right with Valentine, and Valentine's torch for Anna still burns strong. Which couple are you hoping to see become the Port Charles power couple of 2025? Watch new episodes of General Hospital each weekday on ABC. Check TV shows Ace often for all the latest GH news, spoilers, and updates. Port Charles has never been short on drama, but 2025 has raised the stakes, rewritten rules, and turned longtime rivalries into romantic alliances. As General Hospital continues to keep fans on the edge of their seats, unexpected couplings have emerged, breaking norms and thrilling viewers. Some of these new duos are fiery, others calculated, and a few are downright scandalous, but they all have one thing in common: power. Let's dive into the most jaw-dropping power couples of 2025, the unions no one saw coming but now can't stop watching. Ava Jerome and Valentine Cassadine, a dangerous alliance of passion and power, call it a collision of calculated chaos. When Ava Jerome walked into the Metro Court wearing crimson and confidence, no one expected Valentine Cassadine to fall under her spell. Yet after years of betrayal, loss, and shared enemies, their flirtation bloomed into something far more potent. This pairing is not built on love, at least not yet, but on strategy. Together, they've quietly seized influence over ELQ, driven a wedge into the Cassadine family, and begun transforming Port Charles' power structure. With Valentine's strategic mind and Ava's seductive manipulation, they've become the most unpredictable force in the city. Their chemistry is magnetic, but their mutual distrust is a ticking time bomb. Still, fans can't get enough of their late-night scheming sessions that blur the line between boardroom and bedroom. 2. Jocelyn Jax and Dex Heller, reignited, reimagined, reborn. They broke up. Then they swore they were done. And now, Joss and Dex are back, and more dangerous than ever. This time, it's different. Jocelyn has matured into a fierce medical intern with her mother Carly's resilience and her father Jax's cunning. Dex, no longer Sunny's enforcer, has stepped into the shadows, operating his own covert ops network with quiet intensity. Their reunion in 2025 wasn't sweet, it was savage. After a near-death experience involving a botched cartel ambush, Joss saved Dex's life in the ore. In recovery, passion reignited, but so did their need for independence. Now they operate on their own terms, lovers, allies, and sometimes enemies. They walk a thin line between heroism and villainy, and that tension is what keeps fans obsessed. 3. Brooke Lynn Quartermaine and Damian Spinelli, the hacker and the heiress. No one predicted this. Not even them. When Brooke Lynn stumbled upon a cybersecurity breach at Deception, she reluctantly called in the best, Damian Spinelli. Their banter was comical. Their personalities clashed. But beneath the sarcasm was something unexpected, a deep compatibility neither could ignore. Brooke Lynn's sharp tongue and quick wit found a strange harmony with Spinelli's eccentric brilliance. As they unraveled a tech conspiracy involving mobsters and medical records, their chemistry caught fire. In 2025, they're not just dating, they're building a tech empire. BLQ brings the branding genius, Spinelli provides the code, and together they're shaking up both the corporate world and Port Charles society. Who knew sarcasm and software could be so sexy? 4. Trina Robinson and Spencer Cassidy. Love, loss, and destiny rewritten. Trina and Spencer have been the soul of Star-Crossed for years, but 2025 is the year they rewrite their fate. After a devastating breakup and months apart, Trina returned from her Paris fellowship transformed, confident, elegant, and focused on her art. Spencer, haunted by loss and guilt after Victor's final betrayal, began a quiet redemption arc. They met again by chance, in the park where it all began, and the spark reignited like a match in gasoline. Now Trina and Spencer are no longer kids trying to survive chaos. They're adults confronting it head-on. She's curating exhibits, and he's rebuilding the Cassadine legacy into something honorable. Their love is no longer fragile. It's a fortress. 5. Elizabeth Weber and Martin Gray. The surprise romance with heart. When Elizabeth Weber began managing hospital legal issues following her promotion, she expected headaches, not heart flutters. Martin Gray, the sharp-dressed Southern lawyer, was supposed to be a nuisance. But instead, he became her confidant. Over late-night strategy meetings and courtroom drama, a tender affection bloomed. Elizabeth, always drawn to chaos, found in Martin something rare. He's not her usual type, and she's not his. But together they've created a surprising kind of joy, quiet, grown-up, and rooted in mutual respect. Their relationship is the emotional calm in a show full of storms. Some call it boring. Real fans call it beautiful. 6. Maxie Jones and Harrison Chase. The sizzling slow burn finally ignites. For years, they danced around each other. Flirtations, mishaps, and mistiming. But 2025 finally gave fans the payoff, Maxie and Chase, together at last. Their coupling began with a joint charity event that spiraled into chaos, and ended with a kiss that shocked even them. Since then, their bond has deepened, balancing Maxie's whirlwind energy with Chase's grounded charm. They're Port Charles sweethearts now, but don't let the smiles fool you. Maxie's entanglements and deceptions, dark dealings, and Chase's rise in the PCPD means danger lurks behind the curtain. The question is, can love survive secrets? Honorable mention: Sonny Corinthos and Carly Spencer, the flame that won't die.